Hello, YouTube, and welcome to week 3 of the challenge How to Turn $1,000 into $1 million in 10 weeks or less by trading options on Robinhood. Once again, I have to put out a legal disclaimer. None of this is financial advice or recommendations. This is for educational purposes only. Options trading is extremely risky, and you can lose your entire investment trading it. Now, with that out of the way, here is what week 3 of the challenge looked like. First, please note that in order to keep the investment percentage easy, I decided to use only $10,000 this week. So any percent you see this week is from $10,000. For example, 10% this week is $1,000. Okay, so for the first play of the week, we have iShares 20 Plus Year Treasury Bond ETF, ticker TLT. On Monday, I bought 5 November 20 $200 calls for 65 cents each for 3.25% of my investment, a total of $325. I sold it on Friday for 86 cents each after a 32.3% gain for a total of $430, a profit of $105. For those of you who listened carefully to the video last week, I said that if I could have held on longer to my TLT contracts from last week, it would have been a good play. So this week I decided to buy back the same contracts from last week to see if I was right that TLT is going to go up in price this week. I bought back the same amount of contracts for the same option as last week, and indeed, I cashed out another 32.3% in profit. As for next week, I believe that TLT is still on its way up. I predict it goes up to the $170 area next week and probably even higher in the following weeks. But I'm probably not going to play it again. There was one more contract that I wished last week that I was able to hold on to, the Walmart contracts, and I said that I would have probably made an easy $10,000 profit off of it. Which brings us to our second play of the week, Walmart, ticker WMT. On Monday, I bought 50 August 18th $145 calls for $1.25 each for 62.5% of my investment, a total of $6,250. On Thursday, I sold it for $2 each after a 60% gain for a total of $10,000, a profit of $3,750. For this one, I also bought back the same amount of the same contract as last week, just so I can prove what I said last week about making $10,000 from this play. I know this is a large investment. I invested more than half of my money here, which I rarely ever do, and I don't recommend any of you doing this ever. But it was fun, and it made me 60% profit, so I'm happy with the results. For the next two plays of the week, we have FAST, ticker FAST. On Monday, I bought 5 July 17th $50 calls for 8 cents each for 0.4% of my investment, a total of $40. On Wednesday, I sold it for 15 cents each after an 87.5% gain for a total of $75, a profit of $35. The second play of FAST was also on Monday. I bought 2 July 17th $40 puts for 30 cents each for 0.6% of my investment, a total of $60. On Tuesday, I sold it for 10 cents each after a 66.66% loss for a total of $20, a loss of $40. In total, I invested $100 in FAST, 1% of my investment, and the return was $95, a loss of $5. This was a fun earnings play for little money. I didn't intend to make too much money off this play. I just wanted to teach you guys how to play calls and puts on the same stock, which I do a lot before earnings. Okay, the next play of the week was RUN, ticker RUN. On Tuesday, I bought 2 September 18 $34 calls for $3 each, for 6% of my investment, a total of $600. On Thursday, I sold it for $7 each, after a 133.33% gain for a total of $1,400, a profit of $800. The stock surged on a deal that will make Sunrun for the biggest rooftop solar company through a $1.46 billion takeover of its rival, Vivint Solar. The deal was announced Monday and the stock was gaining like crazy. So on Tuesday, I bought the $34 calls and in the next few days, my options went in the money and I cashed out more than double. Now, here is for those of you who listen to my videos carefully. I predict this stock is going to go wild. Probably if I would have kept this contract for a few weeks more, I would have made 1,000% profit on this. Remember I told you, run is going to go wild. The next play of the third week was Wrap Technologies, ticker WRTC. On Tuesday, I bought 200 July 17th $15 calls for 5 cents each, for 10% of my investment, a total of $1,000. On Thursday, I sold it for 15 cents each after a 200% gain, for a total of $3,000, a profit of $2,000. The stock was on an uptrend and was hitting new 52-week highs every day that came with an increase in volume too, and I decided to follow the money. The $15 calls were far out of the money, and it was weeklies too, but it was very cheap, just 5 cents each. So there was a lot of room to grow. I sold them for 3 times the price I bought them, cashing out $3,000. The next play was Johnson & Johnson, ticker JNJ. On Tuesday, I bought 10 July 31 $160 calls for 45 cents each, for 4.5% of my investment, a total of $450. On the same day on Wednesday, I sold it for 70 cents each, after a 55.55% gain, for a total of $700, a profit of $250. J&J had earnings and all companies involved in COVID-19 vaccines went up, so I bought calls on J&J. I didn't buy too many because I wasn't too confident in this one, but it turned out not too bad, and I made $250 profit on it. The next play was U.S. Auto Parts, ticker PRTS. On Friday, I bought 50 August 21st $15 calls for $1 each, for 50% of my investment, a total of $5,000. On the same day on Friday, I sold it for $1.50 each, after a 50% gain, for a total of $7,500, a profit of $2,500. So, for this play and for the next one, I used a big percentage of my investment, because on Thursday, there weren't any good opportunities, and I was still a few $1,000s short of doubling my money for this week. As I told you guys on the Telegram channel on Thursday, I was planning on making one-day trade. So, it was Friday anyway, and I wasn't too scared to get in big because I was going to sell it anyway the same day. I found PRTS, the stock had an uptrend for the past few days, and the volume was looking good. So, I decided to jump in with 50% of my investment. I made a quick 50% profit, and I was ready to call it a week, but I found one more stock with an amazing opportunity, so I couldn't resist. And so finally, for the last play of the week, we have AstraZeneca, ticker AZN. On Friday, I bought 70 July 31st $70 calls for 80 cents each, for 56% of my investment, a total of $5,600. On the same day on Friday, I sold it for $1.85 each, after a 131.25% gain, for a total of $12,950, a profit of $7,350. I spotted this stock on the high ticker on Friday. It was on an uptrend for days, and it started to gain momentum because of COVID-19 vaccines that they were working on, but it wasn't gone up much as of yet, and all the other vaccine stocks, so I put in another big chunk of money, and luckily I cashed out more than $7,000 on this one. That's it for week 3, and here are the results. We started with exactly $10,972.06, and we now have $27,714.18 cash in our account. I am super excited with the results, and I can't wait for week 4. Before I let you guys go, I have a special announcement to make. A lot of you guys asked me to put together an alert channel where you can see live all my trades and trade with me together. So I am excited to announce that I am working on something, and you will get more details in the coming week or 2. As always, if you guys want to see my plays every day, please subscribe to my channel on Instagram at Robinhood_stock_picks, or join my Telegram channel by visiting t.me/Robinhood_stock_picks, where I will be posting all my plays every day after hours. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I will be posting a video at the end of each week with a rundown of how the week was. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs to see this. See you guys next week.